Hi guys, welcome to Office Blokes Reacts. I'm Office Bloke Dave.
I'm Office Bloke Mike.
I am Ben Elton.
Ooh. Collectively we are Ben Elton and the Office Blokes.
Indeed we are.
Yeah, I'm going to hand this one over to Office Bloke Mike.
Yeah, just want to let everyone know that we have got a Patreon channel. Go over there. If you want to support the channel, it'll be absolutely amazing.
What's the lowest tier?
The lowest tier, believe it or not, is £1.50. That's it. Cheaper than a cup of coffee.
How much is that in Indian rupees?
About 3,500.
Right.
Good luck with that one. Loads of stuff on there, block content, exclusive stuff, polls, the full lot. So go down there, have a look, check it out.
Yeah,
Polls.
good stuff. So, it's a Patreon request, this one, Mike.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of Patreon.
Speaking of which, yeah. This is for Ben Elton. Ben Elton. When disrespecting another player goes too far. There you go.
It's got the potential to be great.
Disrespecting another player.
So, yeah.
When us three play snooker, the disrespect on different levels.
I was going to say...
Someone fouls, everyone's like, "Whoa!"
Said this.
It's not exactly sportsmanlike, is it, when we're playing?
I said this yesterday, that Mike tries to double a couple of shots, and now trying to double a shot is called a Mike, when we've probably done more doubles than you, but you just did it first.
Disrespecting the player, though. Yesterday I played one of our drivers. He was like hanging around and said, "Do you want to play at snooker?"
Oh, yeah.
And he fluked a shot, and I called him the C word.
You say that quite a lot when we're playing snooker.
And he just looked at me to say, "What was that?" Obviously, he's not used to it, is he?
Yeah.
Nice. Right, well, we'll get into it when disrespecting another player goes too far. Let's do this.
Shooting 69% from the free throw line. Here's James. He was looking for contact from Jermaine O'Neal, got a piece of it.
This is Anderson Varejao. After watching his teammate miss a dunk, he came down the court, put up a valiant effort, but instead got folded like a lawn chair by a man half a foot shorter than him and 50 pounds lighter. Look at this. This is fucked up. You don't recover from stuff like this. Just disrespectful. In fact, the NBA has had its fair share of disrespectful moments, like when Shaquille O'Neal dunked so hard on Chris Dudley, he nearly made him cry in the middle of a basketball game. Or the infamous moment when Allen Iverson crossed over, then stepped over Tyronn Lue. Or what about the time when Scottie Pippen dunked so hard on Patrick Ewing, it hurt my feelings. Moments that these players wish we didn't remember, but we'll never forget. Imagine working your entire life, pursuing a nearly impossible goal, then getting drafted to the NBA in the first round and becoming an Olympian, just to be remembered as the guy that Vince Carter jumped over that one time.
Teabag.
We all remember these all-time disrespectful moments. They were monumental.
Wow.
But
He
what
dunked
about
there, didn't
2000?
Yeah.
Proper dunked him right in the chin.
See,
Dunked him with something.
obviously we're like fair weather basketball fans, but it seems like a big part of the game is, you know, you're getting your ankles broke, you're getting teabagged,
Yeah.
you're getting Shaq's hammer to the face if you're in the crowd. All these things, it seems like it's not that uncommon, is it?
It happens
Yeah, I
in a
don't
lot
think
of
so.
sports. I mean, basketball is great for it because it's fast and there's massive athletes in there. So you're going to see sort of like all kinds of moves in there, aren't you?
Yeah, and I think there's definitely scope in stuff like basketball to give someone a bit of a dig in to
Yeah,
get in
sledging,
there,
trash
you know.
talking and all that.
Yeah.
Because it's like a street game, innit? So
Yeah.
a lot of the
Yeah.
players are like street players. So they've
Yeah.
got the chat already. They've seen it on the street corners when they're playing basketball
Yeah.
on the road, you know.
A lot of team sports like that, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, people think cricket's a gentleman's game, but they
Oh,
really,
man,
they
go at it
really
big
go at
time.
each other, don't
Yeah.
they? You won't think it. You
Yeah.
never hear anything, do you? Barely. But you know, they can really go at each other.
Constant.
But all the same, you know, with football, American football, you know, football, soccer. You know, they're all the same, aren't they?
I feel like I've been a good representative of cricket on the national level, to be
You've
honest.
done,
Yeah, fighting in
excellent.
Nottingham pubs and all that kind
Yeah,
of stuff.
apart
Like
from,
you do.
apart from the court cases and the alleged gay bashing and all that sort of stuff.
GBH assaults, charges.
Done a great
and
job,
stuff.
mate.
Yeah.
14, when Jeremy Lin in Staples Center waved off Kobe Bryant in the final minutes of a tie game, which is basically a death sentence. Now, it takes a brave man to wave off the Black Mamba in his own house. And luckily for Lin, he hit this shot. Granted, he did have to provide a full-length essay to Kobe explaining why on earth he waved him off. Because quite honestly, you don't just shrug off a 5-time champion in crunch time.
It's not how
Just
fair, is
like
it?
how
Yeah.
you don't talk trash to a man that whooped up on you the last time you played him. Like when Enes Kanter said that Zion Williamson was overhyped and just Julius Randle with hops.
I kind of feel like he's overhyped.
I feel like he's Julius Randle with hops.
Julius Randle proceeded to remind Cantor that the last time Cantor tried to guard him, Randle dropped 45 points. But at least Randle waited to clap back on Twitter. Unlike Rafer Alston in 2009, who was getting busted so bad by Eddie House, he just slapped the man across the head. And he didn't say anything. He didn't touch him. He just came off the bench and lit Alston up for 31, which I guess is grounds for getting the taste slapped out your mouth. But from one particular angle, you can actually see Eddie House bump Skip after this 3. So that's a case of double disrespect. Now, most NBA fans know that Ben Wallace is one of the strongest players of all time. But what you may not know is that he is so strong that one time he met Shaquille O'Neal at the rim and blocked him so hard that Shaq ended up on his back. Wallace was 6'8", 240. Shaq was 7'1", 325. The man couldn't even get
such
the
a
ball
unit,
out of his
Shaq.
hands.
It's massive.
O'Neal deep in the post, lots of contact there. Oh, what a block by Wallace! And a jump ball! Wow. Now that's when O'Neal sized that close without fouling him, and Wallace managed to do it.
With the strength of 10 crackheads, Ben Wallace sent Shaq back to the earth in which he can. Just disrespectful. But I mean, at least Shaq and Wallace played the same position. In 2006, Chris Paul had one of the nastiest and underrated dunks in recent history when he packed one on a young Dwight Howard. Yes, you heard that right. And no, you are not in a parallel universe. 13 years ago, Chris Paul, a 6-foot guard, posterized Dwight Howard, a 7-foot shot-blocking center.
Number 2, Hornets Magic.
Oh my! Chris Paul! Above the rim! He didn't just dunk, he dunked on Dwight Howard!
And as if that wasn't disrespectful enough, Mans drew a foul while doing it. On the other end of the basketball spectrum, you have a guy that is so incompetent that he misses 4 point-blank layups in a row.
He could play for us.
And then to top this off, he gets rejected by his own teammate and then does this weird walk-off trot, as if he's not even surprised he was shooting on the wrong hoop. Like
He was shooting on the wrong hoop.
disappointed he didn't score on his own basket. Dude is just weird. But foreign basketball can get weird at times. Like last...
I wondered why everyone ran off
That's
and
what I
left
thought,
him to it.
What's he doing?
Yeah.
Trying to get it in there. I'm assuming it's the same as like in other sports, it'd be an own goal and it would count as points for the
presume so,
opposition.
yeah.
Got it, wasn't it?
Goes in the basket. It's a basket,
Yeah,
isn't it?
that's what I thought. How weird. I've never seen that before.
That's bad though.
Yeah.
In front of people as well to miss that
I know,
badly.
it's
Recorded.
and his teammates actually take the ball off him.
Yeah.
Wow.
Took more of him than that.
His career.
Yeah.
That's just over.
Season when Calvin Abueva of the Philippine Basketball Association and Terrence Jones, former NBA player, got into an odd but funny but ultimately f***ed up altercation. It all started when Abueva drops a shoulder on Jones, sending him to the floor. Jones then gets back at Abueva by sneaking in a shot to the giblets, immediately dropping Abueva like a bag of rocks. And after running around for about 6 years, it appeared that Calvin was over it. Little did Jones know, Abueva wanted one last shot on him.
Puts it up, doesn't work. Jones with a board.
Oh!
Calvin just clothesline. Dennis Jones. And Dennis Jones wants a piece of the big.
While chasing a rebound later that game, Calvin Abueva catches Terrence Jones off guard with what appears to be a clothesline from the depths of hell. One of the dirtiest and most disrespectful acts I've ever seen on the
Trying to
court.
go across his throat, wasn't he?
Yeah.
That's dangerous.
To make matters worse, after causing an all-out brawl, getting ejected from the game, and facing an indefinite suspension, Abueva somehow manages to make matters worse by climbing onto the scorer's table and dancing to the Real Slim Shady by Eminem.
He's tree, this guy, isn't he?
Yeah.
Not just the strength of 10 crackheads, the crack of 10 crackheads, I think.
Why are you so out of control?
Yeah,
Why
shithouser
are
and
you
all.
dancing
Bounce
like
as soon as he
that?
hits him.
Please, stop it.
But that's most likely your career over. So what are you
Yeah,
doing?
He's playing in the fucking Philippines. It's not the NBA, is it?
No, yeah.
Well, it's
true.
still going to pay his wages, though, I presume, unless he's that rich from the NBA.
It's probably unlikely, I would suggest. But yeah, what an idiot.
Someone please get this situation under control. My God. And to top all of this off, this all took place on ESPN 5. So a whopping 27 people witnessed this madness. Absolutely pathetic. But disrespect.
This guy's
does not
narration is
discriminate.
great. Yeah.
It can happen to anyone at any time. Like in the 2017 NBA playoffs when LeBron and the Cavs were doing their annual beatdown of the Toronto Raptors, and while up by 16 points, LeBron draws a foul, acts like a fool, then grabs a beer from a concessions lady and pretends to drink it. This is in the middle of a playoff game, and LeBron is so confident that the Cavs got this in the bag that he's now cracking jokes.
Did he
doing
think he
sketch
got the
comedy
basket there,
on the
did Dan?
sidelines?
What, drew the foul?
Just imagine if like Ron Baker did this, or like Jared Dudley or something. That would be a huge fine and possibly a suspension. But hey, when you're the king, you can do stuff like this. But you ain't fooling me, LeBron.
I kind of lost respect because he didn't take a sip.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah.
Do you remember the England game against Hungary?
Yeah.
They all throwing beers at the players when they scored. And,
yeah.
A couple of them picked Grealish and Rice.
Picked one up,
picked
didn't
one
he?
up
I saw
and started
that.
drinking it.
Yeah.
On the
Really?
pitch. Yeah.
What, was there any recourse?
No, not at all,
Yeah.
actually.
Hungary got banned. Throwing the beer.
Grealish got pissed.
Everyone knows you're a wine guy. Speaking of disrespect and confidence, in 2012 in a game against the Bobcats, Kobe Bryant was so confident that he would sink a free throw that he bet Gerald Wallace $500,000 that he would make it.
Fuck.
In a 2-point game with 4.8 seconds left in the fourth, Kobe Bryant was making $500,000 bets just to flex his dominance.
Yeah, look at him.
You know what? That's
Loves this time. Relishes it. And he and Gerald Wallace are having a conversation. That's Kobe and Gerald Wallace going at each other while Kobe's on the free throw line. Gerald's still talking to him. They're still having a conversation as Kobe's about to shoot the biggest free throw of the night. 3-point game. 4.8 to play.
That's just all in fun.
But at least Wallace was disrespected by an NBA legend. Unlike the
I think quite a few of them are big gamblers, aren't they? I've heard a few people talk about
I
that.
think a lot of people are in sport, aren't they?
Got
Yeah.
so much money. What are you going to do with it? Might as well gamble.
It's what they can do in the spare time as well, isn't it? Which they're limited, I think, because they're sportsmen. They can't go out. Well, they play golf, don't they? But they can't do other sports. And
I think it was Jordan that I heard about where he's on the golf course and he's putting down $1 million bets and
Yeah.
stuff on shots. And
Pocket
it's
money.
just like no big deal.
I think it's too much money, but
Be like us betting
get
like
bored.
200 quid.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, it's nothing to them, is it, I suppose? But, I mean, some of them do get in trouble with it, don't they? Some of them do
Oh, yeah.
go too far and have,
Do
big
$1
problems. But
million bets when you're earning the big bucks is fine, but as soon as your career's over and you're still making $1 million bets,
that's the
you're going to be
problem.
skint pretty
You've
quick,
got nowhere
aren't
to
you?
stop, haven't you?
Unless you win.
Unless you
Yeah,
win,
true.
obviously, yeah.
His cousins, who was called out by Brittney Griner in 2016 when she said she could beat him one-on-one. And as much as I would like to think she was joking, I am absolutely positive she really thinks she could beat DeMarcus Cousins.
I'm glad she's that confident in her abilities. But she's also a little delusional. It's not a walk in the park over here.
He says you'd be no better than the third best post player on the men's team.
I'm just going to use that to fuel this. I mean, I'm better, but and I know that kind of gets at him, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay, little man.
The best part about this
little man.
I think someone needs to
Shut up.
test her for testosterone. That was a deep voice, wasn't it? I didn't expect that. I could have gone a lot worse with that.
I'd stay at that level, Dave, if I was you.
You need to get the fuck out of here.
disrespect
I'll
is
let
the
it go.
reaction from other NBA players who know damn well what the outcome would be.
Like the confidence, BG, but I don't know if that's going to happen. But I would like to see that. I would pay to see that.
I pay for our ticket. Front row, though. I got to be front row.
I got cuz on that one.
But nothing tops the reaction from women's basketball coach legend Gino Ariamas when he heard what Griner said.
If there's no referee, I'm going to go to the ATM and I'm going to sell my house and I'm going to put all my money on DeMarcus Cousins.
Fatality.
Now, Ben Simmons is known for his lack of three-point shooting. So to really humiliate the guy, Jimmy Kimmel brought him onto his show and challenged him to make a three. On this hoop with this ball. Just look at it. This is an NBA player.
How nervous are you on a scale of 1 to 8,500 right now?
8,500.
8,500, all right. Will Ben make the shot? It's time to find out. Let's play big skip ball. Cousin Sal, help me get this ball up.
Couple of naughty words there, I think.
Yeah. But of all the disrespectful moments, quite possibly the saddest came last season when Harrison Barnes, two-time NBA champion, was traded from the Dallas Mavericks in the middle of a game.
This is being reported, folks, from Bleacher Report. Reportedly, Harrison Barnes, mid-game, is being traded to Sacramento for Justin Jackson and Zach Randolph. It's reportedly.
This isn't even funny. Like, this is actually messed up. Look at the man. This is sad. But the game of basketball can be a rough place. The humiliation, the desperation, and the flat-out disrespect. Hope you all enjoyed, and as always, until next time.
It reminded me a bit of...
He's good, that guy.
Reminded me a bit of Tosh Point. Oh, the thingy.
His voice,
yeah, and his delivery.
A bit slower.
Yeah.
Yeah, funny guy, though. And he's been running around for 6 years. Strength of 10 crackheads.
That's a great line. Yeah, great line.
It was a good request, that, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Was it Ben?
Ben, come on. Well
Cheers,
done, Ben.
That's the sort of request we want.
Apologies it took so long, but since you requested it, there's been a grand total of 5 weeks. One of us has been off, I think.
Yeah, it's been
Wasn't me. I've been here them 5 weeks.
Might be more. I was off for 3. And then, Mike, you were off for 1. And then you skived for another 1.
2.
So, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
5.
Anyway.
Yeah, good request, though. Thanks for that, Ben.
Yeah, nice one.
Hope you liked it too. Don't forget, like and subscribe. Hit the bell. Visit the link tree. See what's down there. Catch you guys on the next one.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.